The last 6 months have taken us on an intense journey, and today I would like to share it with you. We thought we were just closing off the porch to keep the snow out. Simple, right? But what we uncovered, well, it changed everything. What would you do if you found out that the very walls holding up your house were basically gone? That is exactly what happened to us. We were halfway through fixing the porch when we discovered something truly shocking. The walls in our living room had been quietly rotting away for years. Water had been leaking from the roof, and it was so bad that the beam supporting our home had completely disintegrated. There was literally nothing holding up the second floor in that corner. How the house was still standing is a mystery by itself. Now, most people would call this a massive setback. I mean, we had to tear out and replace 2 entire sides of our house. The thing is, though, I don't see it that way. I believe that everything happens for a reason. We were going to replace the siding eventually, so this just forced us to tackle it sooner than expected. And honestly, I am grateful we found this problem in the summer, not in the dead of winter. Can you imagine fixing this in freezing temperatures? And the best part? Now we get to combine the porch with the siding, making the entryway part of the house itself. This is gonna look amazing. Now let me take you back where we left off, almost half a year ago. As you can see, the porch was originally open, and in the winter a lot of snow came in all the time. And every time we opened the door to get in and out of the house, all that cold came directly into the house. So this is how we came up with the idea to close it off. Not only did we have to build new walls, we also had to replace the platform because a lot of the boards, they were not steady as you were walking on it, and we just wanted a stronger base to hold everything up. We also decided to put some insulation to keep most of the cold out in the winter. And after the insulation, we put the floorboards up. Alright, so now that we've fixed the floor, it is time to build the walls. In the front, we're adding a door and 2 windows. The plan for this space is to act as a buffer against the intense winter cold. Plus, it will be a cozy little spot where we can sit and wait for the northern lights to make an appearance. For the front windows, we're actually reusing some of the old ones we took out of the house, which adds some character and history to the new build. To get started on the new walls, we needed to open up part of the roof structure to take a look at how it was originally built.
The wall is going to be the outside of it there. The problem is, that's not 125 millimeter.
What does it need to be under 25?
That's how wide the boards are.
Aha.
This is only 60. This is gonna be fun.
We had to put some supports up to hold the roof in place while building the new wall studs. These ones will be bigger, which means they will be better capable to hold the weight of the snow sitting on the roof in the winter. It took a bit of cutting and adjusting to make everything fit, but after a while, we got them in place. We've got a little side project happening here. We picked up some strawberry plants, so fingers crossed that we'll have some delicious strawberries ready to enjoy in just a few weeks. So I just went to the house to get some water for the strawberries, and then I discovered this. Apparently, you can get rid of a small wasp hive with just a glass and a tiny bit of gasoline. Oh, that worked really well. You cover the hive with a glass and the fumes make the queen drop in. which clears out the hive. Oh yeah, it was a hornet.
Dead now.
I didn't know it was so easy to
Well, it's
get
not when
rid
the
of
nest is big, but since it was just the queen building a nest.
I know this sounds a bit harsh, but we really cannot have a wasp nest right by our entryway, especially now with us rebuilding the porch. Okay, now that we got rid of the wasp hive, it is time to get back to fixing the porch. The days were long, and here in the north, we barely get any darkness at this time of the year. The constant light gave us the energy to get back to our projects after the long winter. So 2 years ago, we replaced all the windows of our house, and we're gonna reuse one of them. So we have to dig them up and we have to figure out which ones are still good enough to use. Many of them have rotten wood. So today we will be continuing with that, but also we're gonna figure out exactly where to place the windows, like that and the headers and the spacers and everything. We're gonna figure out which one. Okay, so we have our old windows over here. Let's go see. We are basically looking for one that doesn't have any rotten wood. It's gonna have paint falling off, but as long as the wood is good, we can fix it. This is not gonna be so easy. As you can see, there's a lot of them. If we're lucky, we can just use the ones in the front. Get some old glass here. That one might actually be good. Alright, let me take it out. I got 2 of them out that are still pretty good, so these are the ones we'll be fixing up. And these are gonna go in the front, so we're gonna put them on the left and right side of that opening over there, and the opening is gonna be where we're gonna be placing the door. So ever since the snow left, we actually have been really lucky with the weather. Until today, it just started raining like crazy. So I guess we're not going to be working on the porch today. Hopefully it clears up soon. My parents are actually going to visit us. They're going to show up at some time today. Guess we're just going to be cleaning up and hope for better weather. Surprisingly, the rain stopped for a while when my parents drove up. Our little hedgehog that lives in our garden even stopped by to welcome them. Unfortunately, though, it didn't take long before the rain started again. So we decided to stay out of the rain for a while, and instead we're going to be working on the walls inside. For those of you that have been following us for a while, you probably know that our walls and ceilings are filled with sawdust. And we still have a whole lot of walls that we have left to re-insulate. So during last winter, we opened up the walls and took the sawdust out and put some rock wool insulation in there. So I guess we're just going to continue with that until the weather clears up. Hopefully soon though, because the summers are short. Look at this guy. Jeez. You need help? What are you doing? How'd you get up there? Alright, let me help him down and bring him upstairs, and then we can work on the walls. Taking all this sawdust out is going to create a big mess, so we better put on some masks. So we got 8 cubic meters of firewood, which was the maximum load of the trailer we ordered from. And actually, I think it might be okay. We got 10 cubic meters last year, and we had some left. And hopefully with the better insulated walls next winter, we won't need as much as we did last year. So we're gonna see. We better cover it up though, because we're gonna have a whole lot more rain.
We know how to do it. We did it
Yeah.
last year.
As the rain finally stopped, we headed out for an evening walk. It is hard to believe it's already 10 p.m., yet the sun is still shining.
You know how the corners are always really cold.
Yeah, hopefully this foam will help with that. So we started tearing out another wall today, and we found this.
Do this and then we can move it in.
So this is a mole over here, and the entire wall was wet and running away. So we have to fix the leak before we can continue putting new insulation and tearing out more. It is wet and rotten all the way to the outside wall, which you see over there. Yeah, and it seems like the water obviously runs down all the way there and a bit over here, the dark spot. So you're gonna go take some siding off to see where it's coming from, right?
Yeah, this whole corner.
Yeah. But the siding itself we can put back for now.
Or whatever is rotten is fixed. But that lets all the sawdust go outside for this.
Open it from the outside. Oh, yeah.
That's a plus.
It is even in summer with all the windows open and really rough to work in here with all the sawdust falling out everywhere. We talked to one of the people that lives in the town over, and he was taking the insulation out from the outside instead of the inside. Obviously, it's a lot less messy if we would take it out from the outside. Fun project for tomorrow.
We need to find the hole. And I can pretty much guarantee that's it. Yeah, none of this metal is silicone. That's just a big hole into the attic.
So you think it's coming from the rain gutters?
Coming from the top. Water doesn't go up. But no, it's that piece of metal is like this in the corner. And there's no silicone in it.
Yeah.
So it's been that way for who knows 20 years.
We're not sure how bad the damage is, but it could be pretty serious. The only way to really find out is to open it all up and see what we're dealing with. We also need to figure out how high the water damage goes up. So, we are uncovering the wood in the pantry closet upstairs to make sure that is dry.
Yeah, it looks good.
Alright, so after uncovering a bit of the upstairs wall in a closet, at least now we know it's dry over there. So we know how far the damage reaches up. Now the next step is to see how far it reaches down. We just open up a piece of the floor. We took off a floorboard, and our floors are also filled with sawdust. We're gonna be digging into the sawdust. So we're gonna see how far the damage reaches down.
Not super wet.
Moisty?
It's been wet. I'm sure it's rotten, just like the top. The water goes all the way down. You can smell the water down there. It's easier to do from the outside.
We need to figure out if there's any damage to the sill plate, which is the lowest beam of the house that is holding up the entire structure of the house.
The outside is rotten.
Yeah. These outside boards don't look bad, but it's going through is the problem.
Replaced.
Yeah, but that
Not
didn't
properly.
fix the problem.
If you have siding like this, it doesn't leak. You have those boards that leak.
Because this water cannot get in between the cracks.
Because there's a seam. If you have a seam in the siding leaks. Just how it is. Unless you put sheet metal behind it and then make it curve out.
The only way to fully understand the extent of the damage is to remove the siding.
How long nails did they use? They used some huge freaking nails. Completely unnecessary.
But you're gonna find all kinds of things.
Glass wool. This is what I want to do on the inside. This is just 50 mil of glass wool. But not glass wool, rock wool. I think we should take that one off. And that one.
They're crooked.
To see where it's coming from. Because here is dry.
In today's episode of Project Sweden, Derek's stirring the house apart.
You know what I'm always doing?
I guess.
Be able to take enough off to look at it. Oh, my hand's in the house.
Oopsie.
Oh, just here.
Yeah, where it's dirty.
It's coming at an angle like that, and it's going behind this board.
Lovely.
Almost bet. Hand me the pry bar thing. This is why you're supposed to acryl before you paint. Seal things up. This one too. It's rotten as can be.
Yeah, well, it's been dripping there for a long time.
Watch the roof.
Oh, that's not supposed to wiggle like that.
That's getting into something I don't want to.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, starting in the inside corner, going out until it. But really, I was thinking take it all off and put waterproof wrap behind it.
Yeah. I was thinking we might have to redo the siding. The way we were planning to do it, like that, yeah.
You start here and go to the window and go this way until there's nothing rotten all the way up.
Yeah. Okay, so it might not all have to come off.
I was thinking take it all off and put waterproof wrap behind it so it doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah. So I just got out of work and Derek and my parents have been busy taking out the insulation. They ended up taking it out from the inside instead of the outside because it was raining all day. Let's see how far they got.
It's just a stupid spot.
Just one spot can ruin an entire house.
The water went down and went
That way, yeah, you can see in the sawdust over there.
It must be fixed first before we can do
Oh yeah,
anything else.
definitely.
to
Do we have to take out the floor
support
too?
This wrap, yeah, part of it.
And then you do what you did under the wood stove. Replace whatever's rotten.
Way more. Take the entire wall apart, take the window back out.
I think the best thing is then also to take everything out when possible and then support one by one.
Yeah, that's how it's gonna have to go. And notice, like here, that is down. Like before y'all took it out.
This one was down too, I put it up.
Yeah. Now we know why.
This is the stairs. Yeah, so the wall is here.
Yeah, so where your right hand is setting is outside.
Here's my tape. So about 30. Yeah, that's the outside of the wall out there.
Yeah.
So then 150. That's the inside of the stairs.
So, there is your plan.
Here comes the mess. I think that's a wall. That means there's a heap of sawdust in there.
Oh, I can see outside from here. Ooh. Oh my god. Looks like cat litter. Yeah, we could. For the next 20 years.
40. I'm gonna get rid of all of it. I usually do this from the bottom. get all the way to the seal plate, so all the siding has to come off around the window.
Yeah. So because the water went under the floor, we have to take part of the floorboards out. We really try to keep this floor if we can, which means the boards cannot break.
Yeah, we're taking it apart backwards.
We're supposed to start at the other side of the room?
Yes. Lucky your husband worked on floors for 3 years. Hopefully it stops over there.
You think it's rotted, but...
No, it's rotted, I can see. Well, it didn't rot, it split. So hopefully somewhere here the split stops.
So obviously here is where it is damaged the most. But it is until here. From here to there.
For sure to here. But then I looked under this. It doesn't look rotted there. So I'm gonna clean out here and take that board off.
Uh-huh.
And there.
Tonight.
Yes.
It is 11 p.m. It's going to be a long night. I'm going to put some plastic up to keep all the sawdust out and the cats out. Because when this wall's going to come out, we want to keep the cats in the house.
Hanging catnip.
Yeah. He wants to help with everything.
What happened? Am I doing it right?
Is it good?
Because it's effed up.
Yeah, I know, buddy. It's stinky. We're gonna fix it, okay? Yeah, it's raining too. I know. Yeah, I know.
Is it raining?
Raining sawdust.
Yeah.
So in order to figure out where the leak was coming from, Derek had to take off this whole side of the house, or almost the whole side of the house. And there's rain clouds coming. Fun stuff.
I think it's gonna rain. That's Murphy's Law.
Whatever can happen will happen. Or whatever can go wrong will go wrong. Really, that fits here. I am just glad that we didn't open this side of the wall in the winter, because we replaced some sides of the house in the winter. If we would have found this, it would have been really cold inside.
We need to put all that insulation in the woodshed or something. It needs to stay dry so we can put it back.
And now the rain's coming.
I think that's better than a tarp, because rain can go through a tarp. But rain can't really go through plastic too easily. There's still foam in there too.
Someone built it too strong. We actually think that the weight of the wall is pushing on the window.
Yeah.
So we cannot get the window out.
The red pry bar, take this off.
Yeah. You probably need a bigger ladder, don't you?
No, it's the red pry bar.
Dus the whole wooden frame comes out. So this is in here. But from this side, it's still fixed. The other side.
Yeah, we're still trying to just take the window.
Careful. everything movie.
You saw this move. Considering just ripping it out of there.
Well, it's all rotten anyways.
Yeah.
Just be careful that the house doesn't fall down.
Yeah, but this plank here,
No, that plank is not connected, Rob.
no?
No. Oh, there's probably one more somewhere. Yeah, over here. Not a screw. That's just loose foam.
Careful for the wire. You might want to bring your saw in.
It's not as heavy as the
Oh, it's
window.
not a heavy enough. I just set it down.
Ow! Ow! This was stabbing me.
Oh yeah.
Lovely.
Just take the sawzall, cut down the sides, and throw it away.
Take it out.
That was the wood supporting the wall.
That was the support wood that's holding the wall and the ceiling.
Yeah.
It was totally rotten.
Well, I'm glad the house didn't fall down.
That's
Yeah.
why the floor dropped, I think.
Yeah. I bet. It's just breaking as it comes off. That's supposed to hold up the upstairs floor, isn't it?
Part of it,
The big one.
Right now, this should hold it, I hope. Otherwise, it's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
You're
Well, it's a
gonna
lot smaller than the one that originally was
You're
holding
gonna
it.
need a new husband.
You see that ginormous piece of wood? And Derek said it's like 60 years of rot, not just, a couple years. There's ships from the 1300s that have better wood than this.
Yeah, that'd have been under the ocean.
Exactly. And there's more rotten stuff there that's also gonna come out. So much fun. Let's buy an old house, they said. It'll be fun, they said. You see that on the wood? That's all mold. From the wood that's left.
Just trying to figure out how I'm gonna replace this.
Yeah, that goes way up.
It goes to the roof.
Gonna have to build a beam next to it.
I have to open the wall upstairs, probably.
The closet is gonna have to come out if you're gonna have to do that.
So that I can attach it at the top.
Yeah. There's gonna be two ones on top of each other, I think.
Yeah.
Because that's like, what, 6-7 meters?
Should have been a corner, so it should have had 4, really, all the way up.
Yeah.
But, they built that after. No telling how it's built. We're going to find out, because we're going to cut this siding off, and then we'll be able to see.
Yeah. Loads and loads of fun.
This may take the rest of the summer just fixing all of this.
Yeah. The rest of our budget.
Depends how far it goes that way.
Ooh, there's dirt in there, isn't there? Like it composted. Oh, that's real good for the plants.
coming your way, baby.
The more we've been opening up, the more we realize how much damage there actually is to the wall. Which brings us to the conclusion that the only way to truly fix this is to pretty much rebuild the entire side of this house. And we're probably also gonna have to open the other side just to make sure that there's no damage over there. And yes, this will take our entire budget and the rest of the summer. I'm gonna head to Kiruna next week because I'm gonna work over there in the hospital. Dirk is gonna keep building the walls because cannot leave the house like this unmanned. Originally he was gonna come with, but yeah, he's gonna fix it. But the worst side is now behind us. We opened up most and now it is time to rebuild. So I figured this is a good time to end this video. And in our next video, we're going to show you how we're going to build it back together. So make sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you don't want to miss out on anything. See you next time. With the sun setting, it was time to head to Kiruna. There's still so much to fix and not nearly enough time. But we'll be back to tackle it all in the next one.